I want to open one of those shops.
And he said, congratulations.
May I introduce you to Dr. Nesheiwat?
Hi.
She has a medical show for Jones Television, who I'm
Good.
working with now. Can she ask you just a really brief question?
Sure.
You know, I've been back and forth to Haiti, volunteering there, especially after the earthquake, and I just wanted to ask you, what is your involvement and thoughts as far as education in Haiti? And I admire your work with the Haitian people, with your fund that I know that is going on now. But
Well, first, that's a good question coming from a doctor, because you correctly sense we're much further along in building them a health system than we are an education system. That is, my UN deputy and the person that I have put in charge of building them a health system for the first time, Paul Farmer, has a huge operation there, and we have wonderful help from all over the world in healthcare. We still need it, but we're going to build them a healthcare system. And we have a model. He and I did it in Rwanda and Malawi and Africa. We know we can do that. The problem with the education system is that half the people in Haiti have never gone to school, ever. 2/3 of those who do go to school go to church schools, not public schools, and they have to pay tuition, which can be up to 40% of a Haitian family's income. So what we're trying to do now is first we're building a bunch of schools that are really good, that can now serve as community shelters if the hurricanes hit the communities. So we're trying to escalate the school building over the house building. I think it's important. And then we are coming up with a plan to have universal enrollment for free with a meal as an induction.
Blessing. That is amazing.
And I think that's important because Haiti has been bedeviled for decades by a system called the Restavec system, where these kids are sold into bondage. But by and large, there's not some evil international criminal syndicate that comes gets them. The parents have 4 kids or 5, and they can't feed them all, and they sell one to someone who makes a promise they know they don't intend to keep, to feed, clothe, and send the child to school, and instead they turn them into a bonded indentured servant with no money. And if we could send all the kids to school and feed them a meal, it would have the benefit of getting rid of more than 90% of the kids being sold into bondage. So there is no more important thing, and it's very important for their economic future, obviously, but on a moral basis and to preserve the families, that's what we have to do. So right now we have Paul Vallis, who is the superintendent of schools down in New Orleans and helped to rebuild them after Katrina, and a number of other people looking at this with the Haitians, helping us to come up with a system that would be fair to all these church schools that have done a fabulous job over the years. We don't want to put them out of business, but obviously the kids that aren't there come from families that can't afford it. So what we need is some system that will keep them in school, that we can fund for 5 years, and that we know the Haitians can fund for themselves after we pull out. So that's the goal. It's very important.
That's amazing. Thank you.
The other thing you should know is they have a pretty good college system there.
So we need to keep praying and keep donating.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but you also, I would say this, unlike the K through 12, they actually had a pretty good college system because of the religious institutions of higher education, and the state school was good, the university. So about really all we have to do there is to rebuild the structures, get them more qualified instructors, and then just open the doors again. That's the one advantage they have over most, let's say, the African countries I work in at the same income. They did have a network of higher education, but it won't function until you got it in a proper way, until you got the schools working.
And along with your speech that's about to go on, higher education ultimately leads to better health for everyone.
Yes, it does.
Right.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure
Bless
meeting you,
you.
President Clinton.
Thank you.
And so they said, how did you do it? What did you do? What idea did you bring? And I always had the same answer: arithmetic. The groundbreaking idea was arithmetic. I said, you know, I grew up in Arkansas, I went to public schools, I'm not very smart. I still think 2 and 3 is 5. If it's 5 in Fayetteville, or Springdale, or Little Rock, it's probably still 5 when you get to Washington. Bank accounts and do things like that in cities all over America, and he's helping me now in Haiti. So I believe in this. And I think we pay a terrible price when people don't understand basic economics. I just tell you, I've been all over the world now, and I am convinced that the most important question that we all have to answer now is the how question. We can all agree on how we'd like it to come out, but getting from here to there is the trick. And one thing I'm convinced of is we need more arithmetic and less hot air. You can take us there. Thank you. God bless you.